Well, hello everyone. We're gonna start a little early. So if you didn't see the post there in Discord, no camera today. So I had an allergic reaction yesterday or late last night to some food I ate earlier in the day, and it made me all puffy. Right? I went to the doctor, got everything taken care of, but I'm still a little puffy, and I don't want the camera on while I'm puffy. So no camera today. Um, so that's that. But let's see who's all in chat. Scarecrow, how are you doing? I hope your hugs and your dances are going. Rogue, she got me tabbed because she's cooking. What is she cooking? She's cooking some pork loin. Is it pork tenderloin or just pork loin? And what are you cooking with it? That's what I want to know. What are the sides? Let's see. Jessie Bessie, Jerbica Burbica is here. She's giving out hugs to everybody, even me. So hyped. Scarecrow is still dancing. Mist is here. Hello, Mist. How is Misty? I didn't mean to say that, but it just came out. So hey. Sorry to hear. Oh no, I'm fine. I mean, it happens. It goes. It happens. I think what actually did happen. I finally narrowed it down. I made some tacos last night, and the the preservative maltodextrin that I am allergic to is not in McCormick's taco seasoning mixed. But when I click list, they substituted it for another brand and didn't notify me. And I didn't, I mean, it's my fault. I opened the package and put it in the hamburger. But that actually had maltodextrin in it. But it must have been a slight enough that it didn't bother me until it was going through my system. Just he wants to see Puffy Jacks? No, I'm already puffy. I'm puffier now. Um, so no, you can catch that ducklet though. Scarecrow Jacks, please DM me a pic. I need a puffy pic. We're not doing puffy pics. Sorry, no puffy pics. Um, you should have seen me though. I was thinking I could like get over it because I was usually the first thing I do right is fingers get tingly. I start feeling sick to my stomach and I'll throw up. And a lot of times if I can throw up before it hits me, I can get it out of my system. And I did that and I thought, hey, I'm good. And then I was fine for like an hour. Went back to bed and woke up with lips swollen, um, tongue swollen, fingers were tingly, and then by the time I got to the hospital or the ER, because you take an epinephrine pen shot, so it kind of lowers it. But by the time I got there, my cheeks were swollen, my eyes started feeling swollen, and it was just a fun morning. And then I got to sleep a while. Um, I think Jessie got some TikToks while I was actually in the hospital, and she didn't know that. Yeah, I had to do an EpiPen. I probably didn't have to. I was just nobody was around, so I had to drive myself, and I just wanted to make sure that I didn't have any problems getting there. Yeah, no, Jesse, it happens. It happens usually about 2 to 3 times a year when I don't check food that I'm allergic to. So it happens. Um, not ashamed of it. Usually it's fine. I can usually stop it before it happens if I'm wearing my Apple Watch, because it will tell me when my um, heart rate jumps. Like it'll jump to like 130, like about 5 minutes before everything starts swelling, right? So normally when that happens, I'll take a Benadryl, I'll take prednisone, and then just lay down and kind of calm down, and it passes without much issue. But I was in bed and didn't have my watch on. Yeah, I'm fine. I'm always fine. Like it never. All it does, Scarecrow, is it just ruins a day. Like you ruins. You have to go to the hospital and pay some money. Um, they just put me a antibiotic, or not an antibiotic. Basically it's a Benadryl drip is what they call it. like a and like an IV, and I just have to get it put in me for an hour, and then I have to wait an hour to make sure I'm fine and my throat's not gonna swell up, and then they let me go home. So yeah, I mean that's it. But yes, maltodextrin, for those new, is what is my main allergic thing. And if you want to know what that is, it is used in a lot of things to make things sweeten. So if it's artificially sweetened, maltodextrin's usually in it. It's used in yeast products to make things rise fast, because it can basically cut your dough baking time in half. So a lot of pizza places use it, and it's usually used in gluten-free pizza dough that I have to eat because one, it sweetens it, and one, it makes it go quicker. But the most common place that people see it in is if you ever have Easy Mac or any of those type of instant cups, it's the white stuff that's in there. That is maltodextrin. And that right there, if I even get that on my fingers swell up. So you're good to send me a Hutch. It's Hitch. It is Hitch. The movie Hitch is what I look like when that happens. But it's an anti-caking agent too, is it? Yeah, that's what it's used in the, my understanding, that's why it's actually used in the pasta, the instant pasta. I've heard, and I've not felt it yet, but I've heard that it's actually in the what is the Starbursts? Like they use it to coat Starbursts, so they don't stick together. But I've never had any issues eating Starbursts. It's also, it used to be used in canned beer, believe it or not, because it would sweeten the beer. Yeah, so. Alright, guys. I say it's time to play. We're gonna get these quests that are here. Oh, I thought I didn't use the... but we're probably not gonna do them unless they're main side quests.
Jekka's brother here went off to get himself killed.
He'll finish the climb.
Yes, they are.
Not likely.
My brother Pinto left to climb the March of the Ten to get his soldier's mark. They were supposed to be done by now, but he's not back yet.
Jekka, Lataka, to your training, now!
Your brother should have stuck to his cleaning duties.
I like these painting, these face paints on
Would
them.
you mind checking up on the march? If I leave, my squad leader will kick my ass. And I don't want anyone thinking I'm worried about my brother making the climb, because I'm not.
I get it.
You can't miss the path markers. They're by the waterfall west of here.
If I head that way, I'll see what's going on.
Thank you.
Okay. So,
No slacking,
Kirk,
soldier!
they actually, a lot of places
I'm
stopped using
coming. Pinto, you better stay safe.
maltodextrin because it's been said to be bad for you. But here's the weird thing, is wheat maltodextrin is bad, corn maltodextrin is fine. And it's actually fine for me. If I eat corn maltodextrin, which is, it's in like Funyuns and Dorito products like that, you will find corn maltodextrin in those things. I'm fine eating that. But it is the potato starch or wheat starch that maltodextrin is made of that bothers me and is bad. And Mist, only self-made pizzas in the future? Yes. A lot. Well, most of the time, yeah. I make pizzas out of corn tortilla shells a lot. Just kind of, you just fry them on a pan and then add your cheese and your stuff that you want. But a lot of places, a lot of pizza joints, like local pizza joints, don't use the maltodextrin dough in their gluten-free. So like, there's a local place here, Apollo Pizza, that it does an almost gluten-free pizza. The reason why they call it almost gluten-free is it's made in the same area. Like right, it's made in the same kitchen that has gluten. So they can't say that it is 100% gluten-free. But I don't have any issues when I eat that.
Off the ground. I could jump off a cliff.
Can I ask what you're arguing about?
Oh, Sariva won't let it rest. She insists our comrade Farika flew on the wings of the 10. But I say, hanging on to a Stormbird for dear life isn't the same.
A Tanakh rode a Stormbird?
She went up in the air. But road is a strong word.
Ha! You admit it.
You're talking about her like she's no longer around.
She's not. After she grabbed onto the machine, it flew off with her to that mountaintop.
The Stormbird still circles the peak, but we never saw Farika again.
Are they gonna make me
That's
fight a
sad.
Stormbird?
What a way to go.
I'll say.
You
A shame no
were
one can reach
correct,
that
Scarecrow.
mountaintop. She was a great soldier with armor to match, and it serves no one lying up there.
I'm a.
You
pretty
should
good
try
climber.
Zeus Pizza.
No doubt. But unless you want to try what Frika did, there's no realistic way to get up there.
For now.
I'm telling you, she flew.
So those are errands.
Here I come.
Do you go to Gaia Farmers Market? You got all the
Are
jokes
you
today.
Chaplain Jera? Katalo said I should talk to you to see if you need help.
Bold move, Wallbreaker, burying Takote's pride beneath the bulwark's rubble.
I was just.
At ease. Many in the clan agree with you, and Marshal Cotello was right to send you to me. There is something you can help with. A few of our soldiers followed him to the embassy at Barren Light, against Takote's orders.
Right.
But how is everybody else
I
doing?
remember Katalo showed up last.
You doing
with
well?
Only a few representatives from the Sky Clan.
Nobody else having...
When those soldiers returned home,
Puffy
Takote
issues.
reassigned them to an old watchtower, one we had abandoned to the machines. He insisted that with war brewing it must be reclaimed, but those soldiers are serving no one out there. If, however, they were to return by request of Hikaro's champion, Takote wouldn't have the backing to deny them, especially when their chaplain supports their return.
Tell a few soldiers to come home and give Takote another black eye? Sounds easy enough.
Go to the cold rushes, a long stretch to the west. The watchtower stands beside the falls. Speak to Kiva there.
I think
The
we'll be
squad's
doing
leader.
these before heading on to the
Good
main
luck.
mission. Here's the quest. They're showing us errands. I don't quite understand why they're errands when they're like pretty darn cool. It wants me to go out front.
You, Outlander, come and train.
I don't know if you saw, I changed her outfit. Basically, I upgraded it. I was wondering why I was getting hit so hard by things, and it was I was still using like the default gear. So. I also upgraded my weapons, and you can see I found face paint, and I put her Nora face paint on because I think it's the best looking face paint. Kind of goes back to her roots. Wow, is the game dropping frames, or am I dropping frames? The game is dropping frames. Wow. Are these good people or bad people? Must be good people or they wouldn't be. Wow, the frames. Hope they're not gonna make me find anything. We might not be doing these quests.
Judging by these markers, that climbing trail Jekka talked about must be nearby. I should check up on her brother while I'm here.
It's gonna want me to climb this cliff with this frame rate. This is awful. Let me make sure that it didn't get put on. It's on performance mode. And HDR rendering, which I think is fine. Like, it's not just me, right? You guys are seeing frame drops here?
Be careful not to let this stain my hands.
The way that wind picked up, there's bound to be an avalanche.
Those Tanakh look wounded. What happened? That person looks like they're in charge. I should talk to them.
Wallbreaker, if you've come to witness the March of the Ten, you're out of luck.
Even kind of doing it here.
Actually, I came looking for someone called Pento.
Pento? That poor scab was as good as dead even before the storm hit.
You're out of line, soldier.
What's he talking about?
The kid you're looking for is still up on the mountain, along with 2 others. Pento was the only one who decided to break tradition and climb without a partner. His odds aren't good. I'm sorry to say they never were to begin with. As far as being Tanakh goes, he's got most of it backwards.
So what? You're all just waiting here? Shouldn't you be calling for help?
Couldn't find anyone in that storm, even
Maybe we
if we
can
wanted
reload
to.
the
Those kids are at the mercy of the mountain now.
map or something.
We'll
Okay.
see about that. But first, a couple of questions. Why is everyone so sure this Pento can't climb that mountain?
Our people are soldiers. We respect strength and agility. Pento has neither. Never has. He's been stuck on cleaning duty since he was a child. Yet he decided to undergo our clan's most difficult trial on his own.
And you think he's crazy for trying?
That's okay, Scared.
I'm not a fan of that word. When I chose to wear a woman's armor, people called me crazy too. I guess Pento just feels like he has to prove himself. To show who he really is.
Yeah, when we're done with the conversation, I'll see if
understand.
it'll let me
Believe me.
reload it or something. Hey, Dragonfire.
That climb is hard enough.
Well, thank
even
you for
without a
the
storm.
lurk. Hope you finish your work good and
What is
quick.
this march you mentioned?
This is one of the toughest slopes in Sky Clan territory. It's said that the Ten climbed this mountain in pairs during their war against machines. Our people partner up to earn their soldiers' marks by following in the Old One's footsteps and retrieving the Blood Crest, a flower that grows on the summit. Until Pento, that is. He insisted on climbing on his own.
You mean no one wanted to climb up with him?
I tried to stop him, but there were technically no rules against it, so I let him pass.
That sounds familiar. The Nora have a similar ritual. No one wanted me in that one either.
Their mistake, I presume.
Yep. I could try following the path up the mountain. See if I can find Pentaw. You said there were 2 other climbers missing as well?
Just one. The other is right there. Zika!
Rocco and I, we were climbing back down. There was an avalanche where we got separated. I couldn't see anything.
Someone's gotta go up there.
You can barely see your own feet in that storm.
Except I don't need to. I'll be back.
Alright, I'm gonna try to reset it real quick. Give me like
Are you
1
wounded?
second.
If the storm gets too rough, I can always use my focus to find those.
We're going to fast travel back here. I hope that resets whatever it was that this game had trouble loading. I'm not doing this. That's that. I'm hoping it's just the snow area that had it. If not, we'll have to restart the whole game. So it had to have been the snow area, right? That looks fine to me.
She's with us. Let her pass. Outlander, Chief
Was on the
Acaro and
cartridge.
Marshal Catallo await you within.
That would. I don't know. It almost feels like it might still be stuttering.
The cool route should be starting soon. Once it's done, I'll be able to access the chamber below Hikaru's throne. And Ether.
Don't.
Outlander, the chief awaits you in the arena, past the throne.
Having a little. If I could blow on that cartridge, I would. It's always the way to fix it.
This must lead to the arena. It's another part of the ruins. Turned into a fighting ring.
See how the talking looks.
This could be useful.
Aloy, it seems you've had to move mountains
That
to
looks
bring
better.
the Sky Clan to here.
Right?
Literally.
Catallo helped.
Yes. Takote reprimanded for all the clan to see. You both served
There
well.
might be a hot fix that I've not
But now the
downloaded. 'Cause
cool
I've
route
kept it
is
in
at
rest mode
hand.
the whole time.
Some have come to compete, others to bear witness. They know Regala will come for me.
I'll do whatever it takes to hold up my end, as long as you remember yours. So what's the plan?
Catallo,
There are only 2 viable ways to attack the arena. Through the throne room you
I
just
know,
passed,
his arm's not
and by the
rendered at
trail on
all.
the north end.
Game's
We've
horrible.
set up barricades at both. But if Regala means to assault the cool route with machines, she will have to attack by the trail.
At least he's not in a
you
T
will
pose.
join our
Or an
defenders
L
there.
pose, I guess.
Hold the line, and I'll have my marshals. You will be free of my service and receive your reward. Make whatever preparations you must. Once the cool route begins, you must see it through.
The grove, the arena, it's all part of the same ancient structure?
Yes. Here the land remembers the sacrifice of the 10. Their deeds commemorated for eternity.
Sacrifice?
The visions tell us that on the ground below, they gave their lives in a fight against machines. We honored them by holding the cool root where they fell.
I know where I'll be. What about you two?
I will be here with the chief, where I belong. Should the fight reach us, we will take the blood owed for our fallen.
If it comes to that. The defense.
Yeah, I would think it has to be heavy as his hat. Alright, we're gonna say let's get started.
Let's get this over with.
Good. You'll find Deca at the north barricade with the rest of our defenders.
He's a big guy
Strike
though.
true as the 10. I'll see you when this is done.
His neck's probably pretty strong. Alright, it is starting to do it again. So we're gonna take a short break. I'm gonna close down the PS5, see if there's a hotfix or something. Alright, so break time. I saved, or I hadn't saved, and so I don't know where it's gonna start me. Okay, so it did start me here. Alright, that looks much better, right?
We'll assist Marshal Catala with guarding the chief.
Okay, why can't I go? Did I now break the game?
We all have our orders. We'll see the cool route through. The cool route will start as soon as the chief gives the order.
The challengers will soon enter the arena. Join Deca at the north barricade.
I think the game might be broke.
We'll assist Marshal Catala with guarding the chief.
I cannot fast travel. It's I don't know if I jump down. I mean, there's not much other options I have, so probably what we're gonna do.
After today, the ranks of the marshals will be reinforced.
We all have our orders. We'll see the cool route through.
That might have been why the game screwed up on me. No, it won't even let me do that.
The spirit of the celebrates the challengers. Let's speak for them.
Y'all wanted to talk there, didn't they?
It's your hand that made this happen.
This cool
The desert contestants look more flamboyant than skilled.
We held off Regala once. We'll do it again. You're watching history out.
There's Dakota, with his thugs, of course.
Look, comrades. Easterner.
We'll talk
Didn't
to
think
these
the
guys,
Sky
see what
Commander
happens.
himself would be joining us today.
If there's a chance my challengers will be facing Regala, it is only right their commander join
Ditto
in their
appeared,
fate.
guys.
Or maybe you need to save face after what happened at the Bulwark.
Careful now. Sometimes sharp wits bring out sharp spears.
I'd save my spear for Regala's troops, if I were you.
I'm supposed to go fight out at the, like outside, not in here, is the thing.
So rude.
Walking on her.
Guys, I think I figured out where I'm supposed to go.
Okay. Hikaru's defenders should be at the end of this trench.
But we must hold. And look, we are not alone in this. Regala will throw her best at us, but we must hold.
Interesting.
And look, we are not alone in this fight.